Oh, I'm awake. Hello, everyone. So, you may not be surprised, but this is my first video. Oh, what? Yeah, so today we're just gonna be doing some decorating of my main street, so let's get started with that. Quick play. So I have a few areas on my main street that I want to add things to, as you can see. Okay, so I built this flower area, little flower shop, a few days ago and recorded, but the visuals just in quality did not look good. So I'm planning to move it over to one of the other locations that I just showed. So yeah, that's kind of what the video is gonna be, and then I'll decorate the area that the flower shop is currently at with a sort of knick-knack junk like garage sale kind of thing in that other corner. So I'm really excited about that because I have a ton of things that I honestly didn't think I would use at all, but I'm super excited now because I was like, oh, and now I have a use. So yeah, I'm really excited. Just see, that's what happens. You just are doing things and then a custom design gets got and you have to put it back. It's so frustrating. You'll be like, I'll be like picking up sticks or like rocks or pine cones or acorns, and then it just, my custom design goes poof, and it's the worst. Because then you have to start up the construction thing, and then, yeah. Anyways, you all know the struggle is absurdly real. So yeah, I'm just cleaning up the area because who knows how this is all gonna fit. I don't know what I was doing there. Maybe I was just seeing if I could plant it, and then I was like, nah, I can't plant anything here without it looking weird. So then I was testing out the simple panels. In the other spot, I was trying to do a sort of depth effect so that the panels weren't just all in one line. And I think it added sort of a little more perspective to the space as opposed to just one flat wall. We are outside, so I didn't want like a room or like closed off feel, so yeah. And then I started laying down some path. This is where I was struggling so hard. It's the worst. I don't even know why I can't put a path there. It doesn't make any sense. There's so much room. Do you see that? So much. Anyways, I let it go, obviously. And then it kind of like worked out in terms of symmetry, which is a positive. But yeah, I just started laying everything down, got the panels up, and I love this custom design. I think it is so cute, just adds a different effect, makes it a little more green. And I like the brown tones, because I was thinking of putting the greenhouse custom design there, but it was too bright. So I liked the brown design with it a little better. But yeah, and then I'm just getting all the plants I want to put in the plant shop. So one of the big issues for me was just deciding what plants I wanted where, and I have so many of the monstreas, but didn't want to make it look like there wasn't a variety of plants at the plant shop. So just trying to position them and organize them in a way that doesn't look similar, if that makes sense. And then, as you can see, I didn't put anything in the stalls yet, and I think I had realized that now. Maybe I don't yet. But yeah, I was like, oh no, I gotta put stuff in the stalls, which you can't do when there's plants in front of them, so I still haven't realized that, so that'll be fun when it comes. There we go. Here I realized it. Yeah. It's okay, it happens. It happens. So once I was, realized this, I put a few of the cute plants kind of in front so you could see kind of the distinguishing types of plants. But yeah, and then I don't think I've ever put items on the wooden stools yet, and I was so stoked when I put the succulent plant on there because it just makes it a little taller and makes the depth of the whole area kind of like different levels of plants, which I really enjoy. Yeah, and the floating biotape planter fit, which blew my mind. I really liked that. Also, I just love the cacao plants. I think they're super cute. They have the little bag, the planter bag they're in, as opposed to a pot, which I think just makes it so much more natural looking. Unfortunately, I have the yucca with like a bright white pot and the cypress plant with also a really bright pot. So those aren't my fave, but I mean, it is a plant shop, so it doesn't really matter. When you go to a plant shop, usually they're in those dark green containers, and then you buy a pot, like a cute painted pot or a colored pot that you can put it in. So yeah, I think I was close to... Yeah, I think I really liked the space. There's definitely a few more things that I could add, but I really like how it looks now. There's a lot of variety, a lot of plants, a lot of green, but like the browns look good as well. And then I just always slap down a good weed. For sure. Oh, and then I wanted to extend this road a little bit. I couldn't decide if it would look weird really close to the bridge. But yeah, I ended up extending it. And I think it looks better extended because I wanted the bridge to lead right to the main street. Oops. There we go. But yeah, kind of the vibe I'm going for with my island is a mountain town theme. So it's very overgrown, mountainous, kind of cabiny woods, ski resort vibes, plus a main street. I'm originally from Colorado, so I've visited a ton of mountain towns, and they have these super cute streets with different things going on. They have the shops and oftentimes farmers markets, so I wanted to kind of create a similar vibe in that regard. Yeah, so I have this little plant shop, and I'm still kind of in the works of thinking about what else I want to put on there, but Nook's Cranny and the Able Sisters shop is on this strip, so I figured it was, it all fit really well, and I only want this one street on my island. So anyways, I'm going back home to get a few things for my next shop. I've got everything now. So zoom back, zoom, 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 zoom. I like the shop, I think it's cute. And then I went to Nooks Cranny to get a few more customization kits because I wanted to customize the stalls again in a different way. But yeah, I had a ton of fun making this video, and I think it was hard for me because I had originally gone for kind of like a cottagecore supernatural, all neutral tones kind of thing. And I was like, this is so basic. Like, I wanted to do something a little different, something that kind of incorporated city vibes. And so I decided to do kind of a mountain town, which incorporated the two pretty perfectly. And I got a lot of, you know, inspiration from other YouTubers like lattice, Froggy Crossing, and Sale Cupcakes. I had originally seen kind of more of this city vibe. Not even city, but lattice had put down a super cute road that she custom designed. And she has a very cottagecore, like natural looking island, and I was like, wow, she makes it look so good. So I kind of wanted to try and incorporate a similar theme, where I like am mixing up these two pretty distinctive themes, or cores as the community likes to call them. So yeah, I decided to put this road down. I think it looks good. Also, I did mismatching stalls because it's kind of like a quirky little flea market thrift shop area. And I think what really helped with this space was using those utility shelves. I'm not 100% sure what they're actually called. Tool shelf. Okay, yeah. I think it just added something different, and you know, they have all these random, they're more like tools on it, but I still think, you know, at flea markets or thrift stores, you go in and there's a bunch of different things. Like, it's not just clothes. They have so many things. And I love thrifting, so I thought this would be a fun little area to add. I also was trying to make it where like it was kind of dynamic, you could kind of walk through it. In the end, I put too many objects in that I just wanted to showcase, so you can't really walk through it. So yeah, I'm just going back to my house to grab a few things. Obviously my house is not even close to being ready, but the mush rug, I got that from Sahara, and I literally am obsessed with it. I think it's so darling. Little mush, and oh my gosh, the mush postcards. I literally sent my future self a letter because I wanted to, because it said like limited until, you know, this date. So I'm assuming after the season ends, they'll go away. So I sent my future self a letter because I wanted to make sure I kept that postcard just like in my mailbox because I think it's so cute. Anyways, I grabbed a bunch of things, run back, and I'll likely do like a island tour thing of just what I have as a base eventually. But I kind of wanted to just get into decorating because I was so excited. I had been kind of waiting to decorate because I wanted to be able to film. But yeah, I got these little camper vans I downloaded Pocket Camp because I didn't know for the longest time that the campsite sign was from Pocket Camp. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just because I started this game a little later than people, so I don't have it. But then I looked it up and was like, oh my gosh, I can get it right now. So I finally got those items. So that's where I got that little camper and the vintage camper, which I just think are so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so cute. Just so darling. But yeah, I'm just putting things down. I wanted to play a song from this record player, but then I realized the eyes glowed and the top of the skull closed, which I didn't love. I just didn't like that look. I wanted the record to be open so you could see it. Yeah, I was like, this looks better. So I didn't do any music in that area. Also, sometimes having music in certain areas kind of throws me off. It gets me too excited. I'm like, it's just an overload of stimulus, or stimuli. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll incorporate more music into my island later on. I think it's funny because I kept coming back to this spot. I was like, it's not quite done. And then I tried this fan, and it doesn't work outdoors. You can put a fan on a plant indoors and it makes it move. Which I guess makes sense, but I just assumed that if you could have that effect indoors, it would be the same outdoors, but I guess not. Anyways, so I went back to get a few things just because I was like, okay, I think it needs a little more. Also, I just don't have that many items. I make the mistake of just not buying things at Nook's Cranny because I'm like, oh, I'll never use that. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had bought that because I want it now or it's used in a DIY. So, annoying story, I really want the street piano. And I don't know if I just didn't register that it was a DIY, but I had the upright piano in Nook's Cranny, which is a part of the DIY to make a street piano. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, now I am. Because later, I didn't get it. Moral of the story, I didn't buy the upright piano. And now I can't make the street piano. And I'm so bummed because I don't know, I just didn't look it up to see. Because I thought it was just an object and not a DIY. Anyways, I'm still butthurt about it. But I'll get it. I might try Nookazon. That kind of stuff is like so foreign to me, so I'm just not sure if I want to go for it. But yeah, so these are like the final little bits of random things. I didn't like that, clearly. I was like, tiger here. Oh, magic kit. Yeah, magic kit. I was like, I'm never gonna use this. Then I was like, I'm gonna make a flea market. Perfect. Old sewing machine. Hopefully use that to decorate Abel's. But yeah, I think these two areas are pretty much done. Now I'm just gonna request good old KK song. I was inspired by stale cupcakes, so this one's a shout out to stale cupcakes for just being a goddess. And the song is just so good. So my outro is gonna be this beautiful song. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you like the video. If you like what's going on, maybe subscribe or like. Do whatever your heart wants though. Alright, cheers everyone.